It is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
Watch. Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. We are your hosts, Kyle Tyson, and of course, Katie, baby. All right, man. This is the Monday Night Raw, Great Balls of Fire recap edition. Myself and Katie, we haven't even talked about the show yet. I don't even know how you feel about it. If you guys are new to the show, let's just get all the plugs out. If you're new to the show, we recap pro wrestling. I don't know why else you'd be here right now, unless you just like stumbled in here drunk, which it's 10 in the morning. Go get help. Yeah, you can find us live on twitch.tv/putting you over Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and of course during pay-per-views as well. We do our NXT recaps on our own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SmackDraw Podcast on Thursday nights. And then, of course, you can find us over on YouTube. Make sure to hit that. Hold on, I got a little button for the stream here. Click the like, subscribe, and notification bell. So you're notified every time we put up a recap, just in case you can't stop by when we're live, like, you know, in the mornings, which honestly, I think there's no better way to kick off your day than listening to you and me, you know?
I mean, mainly you, but yeah, I guess me.
Yeah. Also, we're the exclusive recap show for Wrestling News World. .com. Check out that website. Bookmark them. A bunch of talented writers over there. They're awesome. I'm on Twitter giving one of their writers. Actually, I don't know if Steven is still a writer, but I'm all the time on Twitter giving that guy a hard time because he is way too obsessed with numbers, in my opinion. And then lastly, you can support us by heading over to Patreon, patreon.com/SmackDrawPodcast. It looks super dated at this point. Katie just informed me she's not even on the Patreon.
Nope.
But listen, we're going to update it. There's still reward tiers over there. Go drop $5, $25. You know, get you a bunch of Smacked Raw stickers, maybe even a Smacked Raw t-shirt for that $25 tier. We appreciate everybody who supports the show. So yeah, man, head over there and check us out. Also, Katie, in the chat, Tommy Streamer is here. What's going on? Extreme. Katie, Monday Night Raw happened.
It did.
It happened. First and foremost, before we get into like all the dick jokes and stupid shit we like to talk about, want to extend our well wishes to Drew McIntyre fighting COVID-19. It was announced yesterday. Get well soon, Drew. But now we can be our immature selves now that we got that out there. What'd you think of Raw?
You know, it was Raw. Like, it was okay. I don't know. I found myself distracted the majority of the time, mainly because our group chat just pops off all the time. But I mean, it was okay. I mean, I didn't like that we had to see Jeff Hardy versus Elias for like the 15th time.
Yeah.
Like some stuff like that, but then like Keith Lee versus Sheamus, but like the whole build into that was weird. It was just an okay show for me.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was me being a little inebriated and just drinking, throwing back some tequila. I personally liked it. I went back and watched a rundown of the show through another YouTube channel, and they dragged it through the dirt. Now they did throw out a caveat, and I agree with the caveat. We saw a lot of double duty take place on Raw, where wrestlers would wrestle a match, like you said, Jeff Hardy. He technically got pinned by Jackson Riker and then immediately had a match with Elias, and then we saw something similar happen with Riddle taking on Bobby Lashley, and then MVP right afterwards too. But that's probably got a lot to do with the COVID shakeup. Apparently, according to Dave Meltzer, there's a big outbreak across all brands right now, not just WWE, but they were name dropping AEW, Impact. Yeah, they said there's a lot of angles being set up for Impact's got a show coming up. I think Hard to Kill is their show coming up.
Yeah.
And so right now AEW's New Year's Smash is what it's called, right? That's pre-taped. They taped that, yeah. But Impact is going to be live, so there's a chance that some stuff might get set up and might not get followed through with over on Impact show. We'll have to just wait and see with that. Lil DJ is in the chat. He says hi. Baby J in the bots.
Baby J in the bots.
Yes. Oh, by the way, guys, I noticed that my stream is going in and out. I apologize. Internet's been kind of weird lately. But it should be okay, I hope. If not, you can check out YouTube afterwards. Yeah. So yeah, going back to Raw, yeah. So I mean, that was kind of the caveat is, you know, it was announced that, not to no surprise, that 7 p.m. Eastern time, less than an hour till air, they did not have the first hour of Raw written. And they only had a rough outline for hours 2 and 3. So it's amazing the show that we got in general, considering all the chaos that they were put through. But I guess that's normal anyways for WWE.
Yeah.
Rewriting that show last second. I don't know why WWE just isn't improv at this point. You know? Just go out there and pull the crowd for suggestions, you know, and just turn it into whose line is it anyways with pro wrestling.
Yeah, that crowd that they can totally hear that isn't piped in at all. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that's played through the speakers.
I don't know. I think it is.
I think it would help the wrestlers stay in character if they can actually hear even like the piped in chats, which they found a new volume level for Triple H, I'll tell you that. The Thunderdome found a new volume level for that man.
I mean, well deserved.
Yeah. No, man, Triple H is awesome.
He just sounded like Batman last night. That's all I could think about every time he started talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know why.
I wish you had said something. I would have been listening for it.
It might have just been me. I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of Triple H, he's the one who kicked off the show. You know, I just realized I don't even have my notes in front of me. I put my notes.
Didn't
you? Yeah, I sent myself the notes, but I didn't even have them up. The show actually kicked off with a recap of Orton harassing Legends, which I guess was set up for the angle with Triple H, because Triple H comes out. The Chief Operating Officer, Triple H, comes out, not the game. He's immediately cut off by Orton as he's introducing the show. They were really careful not to name drop COVID during while addressing McIntyre, because Orton said, I believe he said something along the lines like the office decided to show up since McIntyre couldn't, and then Orton went on a rant about why Triple H should be gifting him either like the championship or like the 30th spot in the Royal Rumble, and then it turned around. I mean, it really. Triple H turned it around and said, you know, he was proud of Orton for what he did to The Fiend because Orton had a goal. There was something that he's trying to work towards and The Fiend was in his way, so he had to do that. However, harassing Legends, more importantly, you know, Ric Flair, Triple H's mentor, which personally I took more umbrage with Mark Henry. That was just a sad sight.
That was so sad.
Yeah. But he said there was nothing to gain, and you really showed that everybody that you're pretty much just a prick. And so Orton challenges him to a street fight, which Triple H denies initially because you don't just give in to what the guy wants. But Orton, like everybody else, Triple H has one weakness. And if you mention Triple H's testicles, he can't, man. He can't help himself. You mention his testicles or Stephanie McMahon, and that goes Triple H into it.
Stephanie, his wife. Randy had to specify. Like, we didn't know Stephanie was Triple H's wife.
Maybe there's another Stephanie. Warren Hayes is in the chat. Oh man, I better like tighten up my look, man. Mr. Warren Hayes is here.
I just woke up.
He just said, "What's up, folks?" And thank you for the follow, Mr. Warren Hayes. He just followed putting you over. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks, Warren.
But yeah, later in the night, Triple H accepts the match or street fight, whatever it is.
Challenge.
Yeah, the
I
challenge.
think is what they kept calling it.
Yeah. Afterwards, we got a pretty sincere, heartfelt PSA about COVID from Drew McIntyre. Said he's one of the lucky ones, asymptomatic, not experienced symptoms. I don't know why you didn't use this as a cold open though. This is how Raw should have opened up.
I agree.
Yeah. Either way, like I said, happy to hear that he's not suffering, and once again, well wishes to Mr. McIntyre, and then of course anybody else that's battling this stupid fucking disease. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm wondering. They're still building the Goldberg match, so they believe that he's going to be able to come back by Royal Rumble, which out of everybody else that we've heard like have tested, you know, this is the first time for one that WWE's publicly acknowledged COVID.
Yeah.
And it was only during this segment. It was really odd how the announce team, after the video package played, the announce team completely no-sold the Drew. Like, you didn't hear them go like, "Get well soon, Drew," or address it. It just like moved on business as usual. It was really weird that the production couldn't acknowledge COVID. However, Drew's video could. I don't know, man. It was just very weird.
Odd. Yeah.
But have we heard of anybody else that has been pulled from a show because they do have COVID? So we have a timeline of how long it takes them to be cleared and back in the ring.
Oh, I'm trying to think across like all brands, and all shows.
Because we typically hear like Matt Jackson. I had it back in September. You usually hear after the fact.
Well, Nick. Yeah, Nick had it.
Me. Yeah.
D-Rod's in the chat.
I don't know if that's really D-Rod though. It might be a fake D-Rod.
Oh, that might be Elite. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fake D-Rod, like fake Diesel.
Fake D-Rod. Fake Diesel. But besides Nick, I mean, but like he didn't even. I mean, I think he took a little bit of time off, but
said he was bedridden for about 3 weeks.
Yeah. So I think it really depends on like symptoms you have, because like they typically tell you 14 days.
Right.
Well, or 10, depending on like how severe everything is.
Drew's a fucking specimen too. Like that guy.
Yes.
That dude probably fucking beat COVID in a wrestling match. Like.
I mean, he beat 2020 in a wrestling match, so.
Yeah. He'll probably shake that shit in like 3 days. Still
Probably.
goes to Goldberg.
Stop it.
No.
You dare put that out in the world.
It's gonna be Goldberg. It's gonna be Goldberg versus Brock at WrestleMania. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't want to see that again.
It's gonna be Goldberg versus Brock.
No,
it's not my legitimate. It's not my legitimate prediction. That's like worst case.
Don't
scenario.
even put it out in the universe, Kyle. If that happens, I'm blaming you.
Don't act like they're not considering it. All right, don't act like they're not considering.
Listen, I know they are, but name me 5 people who want that.
Oh man, no, I don't want to go through that. I really don't. That's a lot of pain. That's a lot of pain. Yeah, Drew probably back for Royal Rumble. I mean, they seem pretty confident in all of the advertising they did for it later on in the evening. So,
yeah, I mean, because it's past 2 weeks for, well, it's like over 2 weeks till Rumble. So
yeah. So one of my favorite angles that's going on right now is this Lacey Evans, Ric Flair, and Charlotte love triangle thing. Which where was Asuka, by the way?
Who's the double champ, yet she's not
Yeah.
even on your show.
Yeah. Lacey dedicates her match to Ric Flair prior to the match. Ric Flair is supposedly at home during the match. Ric Flair comes out and him and Charlotte start going at it a little bit. Where he really gets in there is at one point Lacey's being pinned. He puts Lacey's foot on the ropes for the rope break. Charlotte's telling him to go home. At that point, she sends Lacey over the top ropes, goes to suplex her back into the ring. Flair grabs Charlotte's feet and then holds them down for the pin, confirming, I don't know who's heel here, to be honest with you. But my favorite thing about all of this was him talking trash to his daughter as him and Lacey are walking up the ramp. He's saying, like, at least somebody wants me here. Somebody wants me here. I don't want to go
from
home.
the mic.
Like an old man. Oh man, I loved it. I loved it, man. I mean, it's terrible for all those titles being wrapped up, but I think Flair is hilarious. And then it's also terrible, you know, there's a COVID outbreak and you have Ric Flair in there. Well, we can choose to ignore that and just laugh at everything that they're doing. Oh, now I'm sad. Hope Ric Flair doesn't get sick.
Jesus. All of the emotions.
Yeah.
Listen, Ric Flair just wants a piece of ass. I get it. Like, but sir, you're gonna. I mean, we can't even be surprised. Dirtiest player of the game.
Dude, didn't he just get married for like the 6th time?
Something like that.
Yeah, I thought he did. They sent out some pictures of him like making out with his wife, who looks younger than Charlotte.
She probably is.
I mean, it's Ric Flair. Do you blame him?
No.
No.
Like it.
You ever watch his 20 for 20?
No.
Dude, his 20 for 20 is so good. Listen. Like, okay, so I don't know if you will appreciate it as much as like, because I mean it's extremely sexist. Like Ric Flair, I mean, let's not be surprised.
Ric Flair.
But the man lives out like the stereotypical, like when people think of men being dogs. Ric Flair lived that too, like 100%. Like he completely, like straight faced. They asked him in the interview, you know, did you ever try? Because he cheated on his wife habitually. That's why the man's been remarried so many times. But they asked him, like, did you ever try to do the stay-at-home dad married man thing? And Ric Flair, straight as an arrow, said, yeah, I tried it for about 24 hours and I was fucking bored. And he said, like, that was it. That was the level of commitment he gave his marriage, was 24 hours before he was out that bitch back at the bar, banging floozies, doing drugs.
Floozies.
Yeah, floozies. That tells you how old I am.
Yeah, wow.
But it's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. I was laughing my ass off the whole time watching it. My wife sitting next to me, really pissed. She did not think it was funny. But
well, now I'm intrigued, and I think I should watch it.
It's so good. It's so well produced. That 20 for 20 with Ric Flair is, it's so good. I can't recommend anything more. I know I bugged Rob, the original co-host, for a long time to watch it because he doesn't like Ric Flair, and I was like, dude, you'll become a fan. Just watch this documentary. I don't know how you could not become a fan. Something I'm not a fan of, though, is Jeff Hardy losing in 1 minute to Jackson Riker. That was pretty lame.
It was very lame. Not pretty lame. It was very lame.
Yeah. What's the story here?
I don't know. I don't get it. Why are we revisiting basically Jeff versus Elias, but now you're just adding Jackson Riker in? I don't get it. I thought Jeff and Riddle were supposed to be this tag team now, and they're like nowhere near each other now.
Well, I remember that story, like they said WWE filed for the Hardy Bros or something.
Yeah, but like they haven't been together.
No, they haven't. Once again, this was an odd week. Could just be like, look, we got time to fill. But Jeff loses to Jackson Riker. Afterwards, hops on the mic, says that Elias is scared because he knows that Riker is better than him, which prompts Elias to be baited into a match, and Jeff beats him. So what's the story? That Riker is better than Elias, but also better than Jeff Hardy. I don't know. I don't know how that makes anybody look good, other than that racist Jackson Riker. It's pretty bad when he's the best looking person out of this trio.
WWE, what are you doing?
Oh, man. Does Jeff do it for you? You a fan of Jeff in 2021?
I'm still a fan of Jeff, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, not as big as a fan as like when I was a kid and him and Matt and like all the TLC matches and everything. But like, yeah, 2020 was like kind of hit or miss. But so far, I like Jeff.
I like his backstage interactions. Yeah, that's it. Like,
Okay.
oh, like I was a huge Jeff Hardy fan. I always said,
No,
like,
you were.
Yeah, growing up that he was my favorite wrestler and everything, and then now it's rough because he can't go, because the poor man has put his body through so much crap inside and outside the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then, not to mention that, creatively, WWE gives him crap to work with.
Mm-hmm.
His current story is rehashing a story that saw its conclusion.
Yeah.
Him clearing his name in another story that he cleared his name in. The whole Sheamus angle and everything. Yeah, hit and run.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like Jeff has to really convince Elias week in, week out. Elias, go watch SmackDown from last year. Like, just go skim through it. There's pee being thrown around and a bar fight. Like, it's all there, man. It's all documented.
It's there. Also, you keep looking right into the camera and it's freaking me out.
I'm trying to be, I guess that's like more engaging for your audience if you do that. So I'm trying to do it more. A little behind the scenes stuff, but I just read about it. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just doesn't. It sucks because I have nothing personal against him. Like, RN can't stand him because he believes Jeff Hardy was given too many chances, and then he squandered all of them. But I don't know. Tell you one thing though, Keith Lee and Sheamus, dude, this was it for me. This was the highlight of all of Raw. Earlier in the night, they accepted a tag match against Miz and Morrison, and then the match happens. Really cool spot where Keith Lee runs into, I want to say, John Morrison, who's in the corner, and the turnbuckle explodes. It would have been a cool angle to like stop the match, but apparently they just used it to transition to an ad break. And by the time they came back, the ring is all fixed and shit.
Well, they were still kind of fixing it when they came back from commercial.
Yeah. But the ending of that match saw Sheamus tag himself in and go ahead and hit the bro kick on Morrison. Morrison eats pin after pin. Jesus Christ, that dude. But yeah, he eats the pin. Sheamus and Lee hug, and then they fight, which I sound like I'm going to shit on, but no, that match was fantastic. Probably my favorite Raw match of the year so far. Dude,
wow.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought back in like 2015? I don't even know when Sheamus debuted. But you were like, yeah, dude, this guy, 2020, 2021, Sheamus matches are going to be must-see. Like, every week you got to watch this guy have his matches. They're hard-hitting. They're technical. Sheamus is busting out arm bars while kicking Keith Lee in the fucking head. Like, it was fantastic stuff, man. I'm a huge fan of Sheamus. And I was wondering, I was like, man, that guy, if he could keep this in-ring style, dude, they could probably throw that title on him again. Like, I think so.
I think they're going to.
Yeah. I love the buddy respect side of it, though. Like, I don't want him to turn heel on somebody. I want this guy to have just mutual hard-hitting respect like him and Keith Lee had. Same thing with him and Drew. I don't even think you really need a big heel. You could have him do, like, heelish things. But,
yeah.
this whole angle of like him and Keith Lee beating the piss out of each other, which Keith Lee won with a spirit bomb, just for Sheamus to get up and like give him the most aggressive hug I think I've ever seen.
Very aggressive.
Love it, man. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, the match was great. Like, you can't deny anything about it. It was just like, it went from them winning the tag match, and then like Triple H had like an interview backstage, and then it went right back into Lee and Sheamus beating the hell out of each other, and everyone's just like, what happened?
It's this whole rivalry of who's Drew's best friend, like who's the better friend of Drew McIntyre, which Sheamus backstage acknowledged that like, hey, you gained my respect last week when you had your title match with him, and that was kind of the whole way of burying the hatchet of Sheamus like kicking Lee in the head after like their multi-man tag match. Which by the way, really quick, has there ever been, I know it's completely off topic, but I thought about it last night, just because 3 of the men are out of the 5. Has there ever been a more dominant looking Survivor Series team between, because you had McIntyre, Keith Lee, Sheamus, Riddle, and AJ Styles? Like, that's got to be like...
Well, McIntyre wasn't on the team.
He wasn't, no, yeah, because he was the champion. Who was the 5th member?
Braun,
that's right, yeah.
which is...
Still.
Yeah.
That Survivor Series team beats any other team in history of Survivor Series.
Yeah, I can't think of like just a stronger team or like a more dominant overall team, because it was a clean sweep.
Yeah. They beat the hell out of SmackDown. Which,
for SmackDown.
Yeah, and I mean, we called that one, though. We called that back. We were like, yeah, this team, I'm sorry, like, no standing a chance against them.
Yeah, unless there was like infighting, which
Right.
I was kind of banking on for like my own predictions, but like it's fine. I'll get over it.
They should have made a stable out of that, man. They'd hold all the gold right now. They'd have all the gold.
Well, Braun got suspended the night after, so.
That's right. He still isn't back. You seen his videos though? The dude is shredded. He's like lost a bunch of weight. It looks terrifying. He's got his own like Retribution Bane mask on and stuff. Yeah.
Is he going to join Retribution? Is that a teaser?
I think he should, though. Retribution, they need something. Damn, that would have been a good segue, but I realized that's not the match we had afterwards.
Yeah, I know. I realized that too, and I was like, damn it.
Yeah. No, we had Riddle backstage comparing beating Bobby Lashley to eating pizza. And then Lucha House Party telling him to watch his back, in which he acknowledges you can't watch your back because Riddle is a stoner, and that's his thing.
No, is he really?
Really? I know.
Never would have guessed.
Never would have guessed that in a million years. I give him too much shit. Riddle's actually pretty funny. And then, like I said, I kind of like his thing with Jeff Hardy. I think they complement each other a little bit. I just don't know if that'll translate in the ring. I don't think it will. I don't think it will at all.
I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. Dude, how about the last? It's really not looking good for the New Day. On screen, man. Kofi revealed he's suffering from a broken jaw. Only one side of his mouth can close right now. Yeah, Xavier's gonna have to cut it on his own. Too bad we didn't get Kofi doing the same thing with Xavier that he did with Big E. Was like, nah, it's your time, man. I'm gonna be out in another 8 weeks. It's your time, bro. Go become a single star, because Xavier Woods can, or he can just get the shit kicked out of him by T-Bar and lose to Retribution. So,
and like that's the saddest part about that is like Xavier Woods is the most underrated member of New Day, but he's just so underrated in general. He can go.
Yeah,
he's one of the most talented wrestlers they have on the roster, and they just sometimes don't utilize him. Now I hope he gets a little bit of a shine.
Yeah, he could win the Intercontinental belt. He could be a U.S. champion. He could win King of the Ring if they brought that shit back.
That's all he wants to do is win King of the Ring. Just bring it back.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be the booking, like your tag team partner's out. So You can go eat pins or you can sit on the sideline. You know, rarely, very rarely do they push a tag team member, unless your name is Jey Uso.
I was just gonna say Uso, yeah.
Unless your name is Jey Uso, it's either sit on the sidelines or go eat some pins, or hop on commentary. You know, be a guest commentator. Yeah. So Retribution, they beat up Xavier Woods. I don't know if I missed it. I don't think there was any story. I feel like this match was just here, just to give Retribution a win. Yeah. You see online everybody calling for give Mustafa Ali a mic.
Good. Yeah, because WWE's all mad after last week.
Well, the rumor has it because he tweeted after he went off on the Legends on Raw Talk. He tweeted a quote saying, "We're not sure if we can give you a live mic again." And we don't know if that's in character or if that was something that was said to him after the match. Like, it would not surprise me if.
Yeah, I guarantee, like, I'm at least like 80% sure that was said to him after he popped off, because he's not wrong.
No,
that's the thing about it. And WWE's like, no, he's wrong. These are legends. We respect the legends. He didn't say he doesn't respect them. He's saying they paved the way. When does he get to walk that road? And he's right. He's 100% correct.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's pretty ridiculous. I believe also, like you said, I believe that he did rub some people the wrong way just because it's Caleb Braxton that hosts it, right? Or is it Charlie Caruso?
Kayla, I think.
Yeah, either or. You heard her backpedaling, like while he's going off. Like, her argument was, you heard the cheers. Like, you
heard the piped in cheers.
The artificially manufactured cheers.
Ridiculous.
Oh, what an argument. What an argument. You heard us pipe those cheers in.
The best she can do.
Oh, my God. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Backstage, Orton has this new gimmick. I'm still waiting to see what it manifests into, but he hates himself now. That's Orton's thing, his self-loathing. But he's gonna turn it into energy, and he's gonna direct it at Triple H during their match. That was I don't know. It's silly. I think they're trying to make something out of nothing.
Like, is he just trying to relate to the majority of people who watch this? Because the majority of people just low-key hate themselves. Like,
that's a good one. No,
I mean, that's all I can think about them doing, because this doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, I think they're trying to maintain the status quo that when you face the Fiend, something in you changes. And Randy Orton, they're like, dude, we have nothing that we can change, so let's just change how he feels. Like,
listen, as much as Randy himself hates his old theme, bring it back. Burn in My Light is a banger, and I will stand by that statement until the day I die. It's one of the best themes ever.
He came out after he beat the Fiend, and he said that he doesn't hear voices anymore. That was his first promo after beating the Fiend.
It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Change his theme back.
Oh, man. I don't know. Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm dreading walking around this Lashley bit because this was the low light for me. This was stupid. This is extremely confusing booking. Just from I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about all the individuals in this whole story right now. And I don't mean that in if I like them or not. It's your story you're telling is really confusing.
Yeah.
Because Lashley has this match with Riddle, right? Which usually they have the dynamics wrong. Usually it's the babyface champ. The heel gets the tainted victory, which allows him to get the title shot. Instead, we have it flipped. Riddle gets a tainted victory over Lashley last week. That gets him in the match this week. And then he just cleanly loses. He does get tapped out to the Hurt Lock this week. Nothing. And then he calls out MVP, what the hell was he doing? Like, I don't. It was just weird. It was all weird. The match, MVP wrestles in a suit for like 3 minutes, and then Lashley hits a spear, getting the DQ victory for Riddle. I don't know where any of this goes.
I don't think they know either.
No.
Because like that was the first US title match in a long time. But it didn't amount to anything.
No. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm cool with Lashley dropping the belt and just putting him in high profile matches.
Yeah.
Like, dude, put him in there with Brock, make him an attraction, dude. Like, make Lashley a star. Even put the world title on him at some point. You know what I mean? But do something with this guy. Like, you're only gonna have Lashley for probably another couple of years.
Yeah.
Because although he doesn't look it, man, the guy's been around forever. Do something special with this guy while you have him. He is a bona fide attraction, and you're having him mix it up with a stoner who compares his victory over Lashley like eating fucking pizza. You can do better for Lashley, okay? How that is, I don't know. I don't get paid to book the shit. Just do something. Do something better.
Just do better.
Oh, man. Backstage, AJ Styles hanging out with Adam Pearce, who Adam Pearce acknowledges that he has a world championship match at the Royal Rumble. That's a thing.
That is a thing.
And Drew Gulak wants in the Royal Rumble, but he can't declare himself because all spots are filled now. So now he has to qualify. Dude, why don't you have qualifying matches to begin with?
I don't know.
I don't get this. AJ's already in the Rumble, right? AJ's in the Rumble, but now Drew can take his spot if he can beat him. I mean, I guess that kind of like does add some stakes to it, but it was one of those weird things, man. Go back, dude.
Rich,
like,
let's think about it. It's a 30-man Rumble, right?
Mm-hmm.
5 people have outright said they are going to be in the Rumble. How are all spots filled?
Well, we saw how many legends they had last week.
Stop it. You shut your mouth.
Mark
Half
Henry
of
on
those
that
legends
scooter.
should not be there. Stop it. How dare you?
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. We get a Goldberg promo package afterwards. Yeah, whatever. Keith Lee tries to take Triple H's spot in the match. Triple H says no, essentially. By the way, though, just to air everybody else is what they're saying too. Anybody that said Keith Lee was buried looks real fucking stupid right now. They're giving that guy high profile match after match and then giving him high profile segments with Triple H. Yeah, it's real buried. And then out of kind of nowhere, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax had a match with Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, which I don't know if this was advertised, but
I don't think it was.
yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It was weird because I was like, man, we only got 20 minutes for this street fight. And then I see Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax coming out. I'm like, okay. So this street fight's
this
not
is
really
happening.
going to be a thing. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I missed the match.
The match wasn't really anything. But earlier, Adam Pearce is like, oh, you can't declare yourself for the Rumble to Drew Gulak. What do Mandy and Dana do right before their match starts?
Well, they don't have enough women. So the women.
Well, that's true. But
Yeah,
it was basically just like a contradictory point.
Yeah.
The same night. Like half an hour apart.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But they really don't have enough women. I mean,
if they utilize NXT, yeah,
feel like they have to.
they're gonna have to bring back like a legend or two.
They've already kind of blown through all of their women legends. Just about. I mean,
I mean, Melina can probably still go. Use her in the match.
Eva Marie.
Stop it.
She's a legend.
No, she's not.
I mean, Alicia
To
Fox
who?
is. If Alicia Fox is, why not Eva Marie? Like, come on.
Eva Marie did literally nothing. She had wardrobe malfunctions on TV and then left. Alicia Fox was at least a champion.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to rile some people up. We learned that there's a lot of passionate Alicia Fox fans out there.
There is. Are you looking up the women's roster?
I am. You know, I had a dream last night
Okay.
that the Iconics like hung out at my house while I was editing a podcast. Like that was it. Like they sat across the room and was just like chatting with me, like while I was just trying to edit stuff. Yeah. That's how fun my dreams are.
I mean, very exciting. I mean, but the Iconics are a hoot, so I feel like that would have been very distracting. Just the thick Australian accents. Just
Well, see, that's the thing is they had American accents in my head. Lost all of it, lost all the time. No, just hanging out. I was just like, hey, where's Perfect 10 at, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, Shayna Baszler tapped out. Who did she tap out? Dana Brooke or
Dana?
Dana. But she tagged herself in. So what? They're teasing some dissension between her and Jax.
I guess so.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
You really, really squandered everything with those women with that stupid Lana line. Although I loved Lana out of it, but now that we're like a month removed from the big payoff, what did we get? We have Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, arguably the two strongest females on the entire roster, in a tag team, not even going for the gold because Charlotte's back, of course. You can't have anybody else around gold if Charlotte's here. And you have Asuka holding two titles, can't even make it to Raw. Like that the women's division is so jacked up on Raw right now. It is terrible. We
talked about this.
I know.
We knew that they were gonna put
but it's still going downwards. That's the thing is we're still going south. We've yet to start the comeback. Which there's not gonna be one because it's Charlotte.
Exactly. There's not gonna be because now you have Charlotte in this feud with Lacey and her father, because this is 2003 apparently, and you don't even have Asuka, who's a double champ, on your show. It just infuriates me because there's no point to have a double champion if she's not even going to be on your fucking show.
I don't know. Hey, though, here's an idea. What if we get a repeat Dawn Marie story?
That's literally what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like Ric Flair has the sex, but then he winds up in the hospital because it's too much for his heart, and then that's why Charlotte and Lacey fight now. Is Charlotte blames Lacey for almost killing her dad? She can't actually flat out kill Rick because we need more Legends nights,
Stop.
Yes.
We don't, but
we see a wedding where Lacey becomes Charlotte's stepmom, and then they have a match where Charlotte has to call her mom if she loses. That's our women's division on Raw.
Yeah. Ta-da.
Oh, we're so, and you know the thing about it is, I'm probably not that wrong. Like that's the level of writing.
They're really just gonna dig out the Dawn Marie Tori Wilson storyline. Mm-hmm. And they're just going to cross off the names and just write Lacey, Charlotte, and then Rick.
Lacey's like showing off lingerie outfits to Charlotte. Like, which do you think your dad would want to see me in?
Which Stuff is like that. So fucking weird. Like, first of all, I was a child. Why was I allowed to watch that? Like,
it's all there, man. It's all there.
I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just WWE's wild. I witnessed a live sex celebration as a child on TV.
Yeah, wasn't that just like what, 15 years ago or something? They said there was like an anniversary for it recently.
Yeah, I was less than 10.
I'm pretty sure God damn it, the Glamazon. What's her name?
Beth Phoenix?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Beth Phoenix doesn't like Twitter around that time of year every year.
No, probably not. Just maybe. I don't know.
What else can we do with Ric Flair? This is actually some of the funnest things. Ric Flair in a shark cage.
I saw on Twitter it was a ladder match for custody of Ric Flair.
Yeah. Ric Flair on a pole match. Oh man. Yes, this is so good. That's the height of our women's division on Raw. Thank God we have SmackDown. Let's just say that. Thank God we have SmackDown.
Thank God we have NXT.
Yeah, NXT. Yeah.
My God.
All right. Lastly, last up, Triple H and Randy Orton. Hey, listen, man. If there's one thing I appreciate is Triple H understands that in a street fight you wear denim. Okay, you don't come out in trunks. In a WWE street fight, you come out, you wear denim. Was kind of weird to see him in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I was like, I don't know, is he hiding a dad bod? Has he not hit the gym recently?
No, he's still 100% jacked. I guarantee.
Man. He's jacked. It was just kind of odd.
It was very odd.
Yeah. Either way, this match barely gets under the way. Triple H for one.
It's not even a match.
Yeah. Triple H busts Randy Orton open though, like right out the gate. Bust his cheek wide open. And then at one point, Triple H does the whole back body drop that Randy Orton does to Randy on the announce table, and then gets a sledgehammer. At this point, the lights start to go down as they get into the ring. The sledgehammer mysteriously catches on fire, which I do saw a bunch of jokes like Triple H busting out a burning hammer in 2021. I thought that was actually pretty clever. Or I thought the burning hammer was banned in WWE. Anyways, lights go out. They come back. Triple H has disappeared. Alexa Bliss is in the ring. She holds up one hand, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure it's intentional. It has pain written on the hand, just like the hurt-heel dynamic. And then she shoots Randy in the face with a fireball.
With a fireball.
I'll think when Kane shot China in the eye with a fireball. That was it. And then Randy sold it. Like Peter Griffin when he busted his shin. Like
just goes on for 20 minutes.
Was nobody gonna give that man some water? Like the man is obviously writhing in pain. You know, you're not gonna send out some physicians or somebody. Like, just give the man some water. Oh God. What do you think of the spooky supernatural angle? I've been seeing it, like, personally speaking, when I saw her shoot him in the face, I popped. Like, I jumped. I thought it was hilarious. But then I see other people, they're like crapping all over it. They're like, no, I'm done with the supernatural Randy and stuff like that.
I mean, I like it. It's given them something to do at least. Plus, it brings Alexa back on TV, which she's a draw. Keep her on TV as long as you can. I had no issue with it, especially because it was they just did it on NXT, not with like an actual like fireball, but when
Keith Lee with the book.
Yes. So they just did it kind of recently. So I don't have an issue with it. The Fiend and Bliss are supernatural-esque characters. It makes sense. Let them do supernatural-esque things.
Really think Randy just burned too many bridges, and that's why no one bothered to help him. Just like
I mean, everyone's just like, "Oh, Randy's hurt. I gotta go."
Let's just keep the camera on him, okay? Just
keep the camera on him. Let him start writhing in pain. Don't do anything.
Oh yeah.
Keep it on for about 2 minutes, and then just end the show.
This will get people excited for straight up Steve Austin.
Which, I mean, it's a great show, but
yeah. I can't tell if there's new episodes right now or if they're just doing the reruns.
No, I think last night was the new episode, or one of the new episodes.
I'm gonna have to go back. This is actually a fun show.
It is a really good show.
I think the show is just primarily to get over Steve Spear, because they dedicate a lot of time every time to when he busts out his Steve Weisers, his Broken Skull IPA.
Yes,
I need to get some of those. Get some of those for for Hammer Lounge.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't like beer.
Do we have anything set up for next Raw? Anything coming out? Did they announce anything? Probably not.
No.
No. I mean, they were writing Raw an hour before it went on air, so probably not.
Probably not.
All right, cool. Well, that's our show. All right.
Yeah, ta-da.
No, you guys, honestly, sincerely, thank you guys for joining us in the live chat over here on twitch.tv/puttingyouover. Make sure to give Standing Streamer a follow. And then if you get a chance, head on over to our Twitch channel and give us a follow so you can catch our NXT recaps on Thursdays. I don't know, YouTube, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And follow us on Twitter at SmackDrawPod, myself at The Kai Tai Show, and of course, Katie at Katie Wrestling 13. We're a lot of fun to chat with. I recently just stopped being nice on Twitter the other day. I said, screw it, man.
Yeah. I saw you either tweeted it from the show account or your own.
The show's account.
And I looked at it and I was just like, Kyle. And I knew it was you because the other two don't tweet from it. I tried. It's a lot of power that I don't want right now.
Just a reason for you to subscribe to or to follow us on Twitter right there.
You can see Kyle pop off on people on Twitter.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Aggressively too. My God.
It's like a TikTok. I'm on one end, I'm really nice and joyful on the show. I just need to get out that aggression on Twitter. All right.
It's a lot of aggression.
Anyways, I'm only kidding you guys. No, I'm nice. Just don't be a dick. Just don't be a dick to people, you know? And definitely don't use the excuse. If you ever are trying to argue about pro wrestling, for one, it's pro wrestling, okay? It's not worth arguing over. But if you are going to argue, don't make one of your lines, I've been watching pro wrestling since whenever you started. Dude, no one cares. All right? No one cares. Anyways, y'all have a good one.
Bye.